Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about female reproductive system. In this system, they produce sex hormones, that is estrogen, progesterone, and produce egg. It supports and protects developing embryo, and it gives birth to the new baby. What are those major organs which are associated with female reproductive system? First one is cervix, second one vagina, ovaries, uterine tube. The last one is uterus. Let's discuss about cervix here. It is the lower portion or neck of the uterus. And the cervix is lined with mucus, which is known as cervical mucus. The cervical mucus provides lubrication and sperm transport during sexual intercourse. And during ovulation, secretion of cervical mucus increases in response to estrogen. But when an egg is ready for fertilization, this mucus then becomes thin, slippery, and which offers a friendly environment to the sperm. And at the end of this pregnancy, the cervix acts as a passage through which the baby exits the uterus into the vagina. The cervical canal expands roughly 50 times its normal width for the passage of baby during birth. Now let's see what is vagina. It is a muscular, rich sheath connecting the external genitus to the uterus, and it functions as a two-way street accepting the penis and sperm during intercourse. It's serving as the avenue of the birth through which the new baby enters the world. And now let's see what are the parts of this external genitalia. First one is vulva, then labia majora, labia minora, the clitoris. The vulva, which runs from the pubic area downwards, then labia majora, or it is also known as greater lips, that are the parts around the vagina containing two glands. Those glands are known as Bartholin's glands, which helps in the lubrication during the intercourse. Second one is labia minora, that is also known as lesser lips. These are thin hairless ridges at the entrance of the vagina, which joins behind and in front. In front, they split to enclose the clitoris. And whereas in case of the clitoris, it is a very small pea-shaped structure which plays an important part in sexual excitement in females. See, this is how it looks. Here we can see the clitoris, labia minora, majora, anus, vagina, then urethral orifice, prepuce, and mons pubis. And the urethral orifice or external urinary opening is below the clitoris on the upper wall of vagina and is the passage for urine. An opening of the vagina is a separate from the urinary opening and located below it. So there are two opening, vagina and this urinary. And this vagina, which is separate from the urinary, that too, which is located below it. Then the hymen is a thin presentic fold of tissue which partially covers the opening of the vagina. Medically, it is no longer considered to be 100% proof for the female virginity. When it comes in case of ovaries, it is also known as female gonads. They produce eggs, which are also known as ova. And every female is born with a lifetime supply of egg. That is interesting, right? So they also produce hormones, estrogen and progesterone. See, here you can see this ovum. And now let's move to the fallopian tube. They are uterine tubes which stretch from the uterus to the ovaries and measures about 8 to 13 centimeters in length. The end of the fallopian tube lying next to the ovaries feather into the end called fimbria. The millions of tiny hair like cilia lines the fimbria and indeers of the fallopian tubes. And the cilia beat in waves 100 of times a second, catching the egg at ovulation and moving it through the tubes to the uterine cavity. Fertilization typically occurs in the fallopian tube. Yes.